I am pissed. Robin admitting that she hid her story from the world on the show that pays you is a slap in the face to everyone involved, including the audience. The fact that you have the audacity to go on your podcast to reveal this. We spent this entire half-assed season with these made-up storylines about Chris Bassett. And yes, I'm going to say made up because I allegedly was told that a few of the housewives had a meeting before filming about what the storyline was going to be, and that this Chris Bassett stuff was part of that conversation. I've always said there was something off about this season, and now I know.
Carlos King isn't running the season like most reality shows. Instead of airing it straight through, they've split it into
Today I went to the gym.
Decision has fans suspicious.
Y'all, it's really a struggle for me sometimes. I just really don't like working out like that.
Maybe there are contract problems.
I started on
maybe certain
what
cast
she look
members
like, bro?
refuse to film.
Shout the press,
Or maybe the network simply doesn't want to run out of
face card
content.
valid, she gon' slay it
Whatever
every
the
time.
reason,
Independent.
fans are left waiting.
For months.
And the long break
while she
has
posts
only
this,
fueled
you
frustration
can see how these
and
plots
speculation.
are not
When it
finished
comes
though,
to the
while
cast.
Melody was busy speaking her truth.
Martell Holt
In an attempt
remains
to
at the
dem-
center of drama. His situation with Arionne Curry continues to overshadow his storyline and frustrate fans, who feel like he's stuck in the same pattern. Even though Arionne isn't officially part of the show, her presence in Martell and Melody Sheree's lives. Some believe bringing her on could boost ratings, while others say it would be a mistake that drives viewers away. Meanwhile, Melody has completely shifted her energy. She's focused on her kids, her businesses, and her personal growth, and fans love seeing her thrive. Many even speculate that she could land her own solo show, which would completely change the dynamic of love and marriage. Huntsville, the mid-season break has sparked even more conversations about the direction of the show. Some fans think production is using this time to highlight stronger cast members like Melody, Scott, Stormy, and Letitia.
But some viewers thought
while
she was
others believe
acting.
it's simply a strategy to stretch the season. But viewers can tell when a storyline feels forced, and filler episodes won't hold their attention. Right now, Martell is struggling to stay relevant. Melody is flourishing outside the show. Marcel Scott is quietly rising as a fan favorite. Letitia Scott is fading into the background. And Kimmy and Morris Scott
I didn't
remain
even know my
steady,
power
but
at the
not
time.
central.
Kimmy and I have
On
been
top
at
of
odds.
that, Carlos King's silence has raised eyebrows. He hasn't promoted the break or hyped the November return, which makes fans question how invested he really is. Ratings have dropped to around 200,000. Far below past seasons, showing just how much the show relied on Melody's
Martell
presence.
was extremely
Martell's
close
connection
to the
to
Scotts.
Arionne
If
could be the
anyone would
last
know the
big
ins
card
and
to
outs
play
of
when the show
Marcel and
returns.
Letitia's
But
marriage,
it's
it's
risky.
him.
It could reignite
had
buzz
four children
and push
with.
fans away
No,
for
you're
good.
not. No, you're
In
not.
contrast,
You're the
Melody
battery in the back.
continues to
No, you're
shine
not.
independently.
So, I was going to
Proving
hotel
that growth
cheating on
comes
you.
from
That's a
within.
goddamn
I didn't
lie.
say you wanted to.
Not
Yes, you
recycling
did.
the
I didn't say
same
that you
chaos.
did.
Yes, you did.
This
And I feel
mid-season
that
break isn't
being the
just
father of her
about
4 children,
scheduling nuts about
she
the
said-
future of the
Good, I'm fasting
franchise.
today, thank you.
Fans can see the cracks,
Fasting from
and the
every-
network is watching closely to see which storylines and cast members truly connect. Love
Knew
and
that and
marriage.
understood it
Huntsville
and
is at a
respected it, then we wouldn't
crossroads.
keep being at sit
No,
down.
'cause
And
in
what happens
relationships,
next
we
will
have ups
decide
and
whether
downs,
the
things
show
happen.
reinvents
So
itself
what do they do
or loses
instead?
momentum
They
altogether.
slowly soften
Looking
her
ahead,
edge.
the November
To shift the
return
heat
could be a
elsewhere.
turning point for
It's a
love and
classic
marriage.
Martell move.
Huntsville.
About his
If
castmates.
production
Often
chooses
when
to
the heat
double
gets
down
too
on
hot
real,
for him,
authentic
people
storylines,
believe this could
the
just
show
be another
still
one of
has a
Martell's
chance to pull
tactics.
viewers back in.
But then
Fans
there
have
are
made it clear
fans
that they
who
want to see
aren't so
growth,
sure
progress,
Martell's
and
lying.
fresh dynamics.
Copy the sauce when you
Not
ain't got
just
the recipe.
recycled arguments
Let's
and
not
the same
forget,
drama replayed
Melody
in different
walked
settings.
away
present in moments
Martell
of
Holt's
crisis.
ability or
The
inability
OWN network
to
has
change
remained
may
tight-lipped,
become the
but
deciding
multiple
factor in
cast
whether he
members
remains
and the
central
ultimate
to the
rupture
series.
of what Melody
If
and
he leans
Martell
on
once
his connection
built.
with Arionne
She wasn't
Curry
in the
yet
headlines
again,
during the
it
accident.
might grab
She
headlines.
didn't
ain't just about
But
oils
the
and
risk
glow.
of alienating
No,
viewers
honey.
is just as
This
strong.
is a full circle
Meanwhile,
moment of triumph.
Melody Sheree
Melody.
stands as the wild
Found
card
out?
in all of this.
Sis was in her
Her
car
absence
dancing,
has shown
vibing
just
with
how
her
much weight
babies
she
in the
carried for the
backseat, singing
franchise.
along.
Without
and let me
her,
tell
the
you,
energy
that's
feels
into
flat.
full
The
meltdown
storylines
mode.
lack balance, and the ratings
The
prove that
hashtag
viewers
Melody
notice.
Hive swarmed in,
If Melody
tagging
decides
her
to
in
fully
every
step away,
congratulatory
it's
post.
likely that the
That
entire
Dawn
direction
stepped
of the
in to
show
show
would
love.
shift.
You know you're
On the other
winning.
hand, if she
When
does
folks
return,
you don't even
or
talk to
even
up in the
explores her
comments
own
with hard
spin-off,
eyes.
she could
But hold
completely
up,
reshape the
we have
Huntsville
to talk
reality
about the
TV
elephant in the
landscape.
room.
For now,
Melody's
fans
coattails
are
on that
paying
show.
just as much
It's the
attention
same
to her
ones who
life
threw
outside
shade,
the show
whispered
as they
lies,
are to what's
and
happening
smiled
on
in her
screen.
face,
Says a
only to
lot
drag
about
her
where the
behind.
real star power
Her
lies.
back chili
The Scotts
into my
also stand at
inbox.
a crossroads.
Y'all ready for this?
Martell has become a surprising
Allegedly,
strength for the
certain
series,
cast members have been
often
quiet
providing
lines
humor
behind the
and keeping
scenes, trying
storylines
to
alive when
emulate
others fall
Melody's brand
short.
blueprint to the
Letitia,
latter.
however, risks being sidelined if she doesn't bring more compelling content. Kimmy and Morris, while consistent, don't carry the same spark that fans crave in reality television. The producers seem to be testing which personalities can carry episodes. But without a unifying figure like Melody, the balance feels off.
They were heavy,
Then there's Carlos King
and
himself.
painful. Boss baby,
His lack of
modeling
presence and
tennis
promotion
outfits
during
on her
this
website
mid-season
or
break
her own
has
7th
left
Avenue
fans
beauty line.
questioning the future
Melody has been
leadership of
building
the
her
show.
empire.
A strong producer can make or break a reality series, and Carlos's silence is being interpreted as distance or evened out. For a show that once thrived on bold marketing and larger-than-life personalities, this quiet pause says more than fans expected. Ultimately, the mid-season break has revealed more than just a scheduling issue. It's exposed the cracks within the franchise. Ratings have dropped, fan patience is wearing thin, and the pressure is on for the cast and producers to deliver. The November return isn't just another set of episodes. It's a test. Can Love and Marriage, Huntsville reinvent itself and recapture its spark? Or is this the beginning of its decline? The cast is under a spotlight, the fans are watching closely, and the network is waiting to see who rises, who falls, and whether the franchise can survive without the person who made it thrive in the first place. Melody, Sheree.
Y'all, it
If
finally
Love and Marriage,
happened.
Huntsville comes back
After
in November
in
with
one
the same
episode,
recycled
but some
drama,
viewers thought she
the
was
audience
acting.
may not
Kimmy
stick
has been
around.
playing both sides.
The pause has given
the trust
viewers
was
time
totally
to reflect on what they actually want from the series.
But what I am saying
And
is
it's
that
not endless arguments with no resolution. Reality TV thrives on conflict, but it also requires growth, surprise, and payoff. Right now, Melody Sheree is giving fans exactly that outside the show, which raises a dangerous question. Why watch the series if the most compelling storylines are happening off-camera? For Martell Holt, the stakes couldn't be higher. If he continues leaning on his connection with Arionne or tries to recycle tension with Melody, it could backfire. Audiences are tired of the triangle storyline and see it as a roadblock to progress. To regain relevance, Martell would need to show accountability, maturity, and a new direction. Otherwise, his presence risks dragging the show down rather than elevating it. The Scotts are in a pivotal position as well. Marcel's humor and presence have kept him in good standing with fans. But that can only go so far if the surrounding cast struggles. Letitia has the chance to step into a bigger role. But she needs to deliver authentic and engaging content instead of blending into the background. Kimmy and Morris bring stability, but stability alone doesn't carry ratings. Production may test storylines around these couples. But without a central figure like Melody
Carlos
tying
King
the arcs
isn't
together,
holding back. In a
everything
shocking
risks
moment, he
feeling
directly
fragmented. Carlos King and the network also have a decision to make. His silence throughout the break suggests either a lack of confidence or a calculated strategy. But either way, the fans have noticed. In the age of social media, where audiences expect transparency and engagement,
Conflicts, victim shaming, lies,
his
and
absence has
unhidden.
only fueled speculation that the show's foundation is unstable. If Carlos wants to prove he still has control over the franchise, the November return will be his moment to set the tone. The truth is, Love and Marriage, Huntsville is at a tipping point. It can either evolve into its next chapter, highlighting growth, fresh dynamics, and unexpected turns, or it can stagnate, losing the loyal viewership
Transpired.
that once
Shortly
made it a
after
reality
going live,
TV
Melody
standout.
Sheree disclosed
The
that
November
he
return
hasn't even
isn't
organized
just about
his own
picking up
life.
where the season left
However,
off.
we shouldn't pretend
It's about
that
proving that the
bitter and
franchise
acting
still
out,
has
or
life
is this just
energy.
a man who's still heartbroken and
purpose beyond
struggling
the shadow
to
of
move
past
on?
conflicts.
Friends claimed Martell
Fans
was
are clear.
crying,
They want
yelling,
real stories,
pacing.
not
but
filler.
everyone knew
They
who
want to
he was
see
talking
marriages
about.
tested and
The
rebuilt.
timing was too
Businesses
perfect.
expanded
And let's be
or
honest,
collapsed.
for his socials. Now,
Friendships
whether the
fractured
baby
and mended
rumors
all
are
with
true or
authenticity,
not
not
doesn't
manipulation.
even matter. His feelings.
If the cast
he
and
wasn't
producers
just
can
sad,
deliver
he
that,
was losing it.
love
But was he
and
really
marriage,
hurt by what
Huntsville
happened,
could find
or
new
just the
momentum.
fact that?
But if the same old drama is recycled yet again, the break might not just mark the middle of a
the Martell's
season,
mess,
it could signal the
that
beginning
quote
of
showed
the end.
growth.
Writing
It wasn't
the
just a
November
message to
episodes will
fans.
serve as the ultimate test, not just for the cast, but for the future of the entire franchise. If the show can reintroduce fresh energy, it has the potential to remind fans why they fell in love with it in the first place. That means giving space to new storylines, letting the cast evolve, and moving
I didn't
away
even
from
know my
conflicts
power
that
at the
no longer
time.
resonate.
Kimmy and I have been at
Melody's
odds
possible
part of their
return,
lives
or even her
together.
decision to fully
Maurice
move
was
on,
allegedly
will be
Scott,
the single
who,
most
in contrast to the
influential
others,
factor
isn't
in
directly
whether the
involved in
series
the drama.
stays renewed or
I
defeated.
didn't feel like I
On
was
the other
getting
hand,
either.
if
And
production
that's where
leans too heavily on Martell's recycled chaos, it risks cementing the belief that the show has peaked. Reality TV audiences are quick to move on, and viewers already have alternatives in other franchises that deliver higher ratings, sharper editing,
when
and
Melody
more
started
compelling
finding her
drama.
keys,
The
Martell
danger
was
here is that once fans disengage, they rarely return especially when they feel their time has been wasted on filler or forced conflicts. The Scotts could play a decisive role in this balancing act. Marcel has proven he can carry lighthearted banter, but that only works if it's paired with deeper,
Martell's still making her the
meaningful
center of his story.
storylines around family
Let's keep
or
it real.
business.
He might
Letitia
not be
still
saved
has
her
time
life
to
and
reinvent
his
herself
marriage.
on screen.
Fans are in
But you need to
disbelief
step out
after
of
a
the
recent
shadows of old arguments and present something new. Kimmy and Morris have the authenticity that fans respect. Authenticity that fans respect.